Okay, today is a pull day, the opposite of what I did yesterday. It's a 2 day split. This is the second day, pull day. So anything you can pull, try to do a horizontal pull, a vertical pull, a few of those, some kind of movement. I want to do a hinge movement, which is kind of the deadlift thing, bending forward and back up. I do biceps on this day, and I do abs, so that's quite a bit. But basically just pulling, hinging, and abs. And if you think about it that way, it'll be fine. And also then biceps. But a lot of biceps can be used or can be done pulling anyway. If it's especially a chin up is very good. And also inverted rows, which I will do on these dip bars sometimes, or the rings there. So the rings can be used for pulling as well, of course. When my rings are all the way up on this, it's not very good. Like it's not very mobile, so I don't like it as much. It's not true rings. But if you have them down here, you want to do vertical pulls. That really is the same deal, and you can adjust the height and get your feet on something. In this case, I have a chair pretty much permanently there with a towel, so I don't hurt it. I do also have how you work this today. I already set it up. Is the T-bar row, I think it's called. I like a lot of chest supported for the pulling, lateral pulling, but lateral. But this is not chest supported, but the squeeze is so good at the top, and especially on the. I think it gets the traps involved and the peak. Really, the squeezing the peak is very, very good on that thing, especially if you can do. So I'm going to again use these plyometric boxes. I'll move the other one back there so that you'll see. So again, I'm getting the deficit. Anything you can do with the deficit. Pull-ups are kind of like a deficit because they're just the maximum stretch. It's the same idea. I mean, you go all the way down and pull back up. That's maximum stretch you're going to get. So we'll start on that. Okay. I almost always start with a pulling movement, pull up, chin up, something like that. Today I'm going to start with wide grip pull up, which I'm very weak at. I didn't even do them for a long time because I was so weak. But after I started doing them, I realized how good they are. And I remember Franco Colombo said these are the all you need for your back. You don't even need to add weight. I mean, your whole life, you can do this and be a pro bodybuilder and just do these. And they are hard, but I can really feel them in the lats. More so than anything else than a neutral grip or chin up. When you work here, when you pull like this, you can always pull your abs up a bit. I do instinctively. It feels good on my lower back. But it's a good day to work abs in is with back. Whew. One more. I don't have it. Okay, so that's a really intense start. I could even go to neutral now. I'm pretty warm, kind of worn out. Let's try. Let's work in the back. I don't do much at all, but it really works my back. Okay, I think we're good. Here's what we're gonna try. A little. I'm gonna try a hinge movement now. First hinge movement is gonna be the neck harness hinge. I guess it's called. I don't know if anybody else is doing this or not. Hopefully not. It's very dangerous. Okay, here we go. Let me try to get forward with this. This is largely a hamstring movement, and I can also really feel it in the calves, oddly enough. And then, of course, it's working the butt, the glutes. and the lower back, and also the traps to stabilize this thing. So the cardios I really just mostly use here as stabilization kind of challenge and more weight for the deadlift or whatever hinge because it's further from the fulcrum. I looked this up on Google. So it feels heavier. And it's very far from the fulcrum, which is your hips, for the full body. But as far as you can get. And it just works everything on the back of the body. Even the legs, calves, butt, lower back, of course. Not the traps, I guess, but definitely or not the lats, I guess, definitely the traps. So I think the key to deadlift's kind of feeling it, so to speak. And that's not going up slow, or not going up fast, but like this, bring all the energy to the peak, and you can kind of hold on to it at the top. Or I can anyway. That's very easy to do. I don't know if other people feel this in a deadlift or not. I think so. Ooh, okay. The key to getting this off is just this. Now you're safe. You're not going to get hurt at all. Though you might drop the weight and break something, that's okay. You're not going to die. So get that down, and yeah, I'm just going to stop there. All right, next thing I'm going to do is chin-ups. Chin-ups till I get tired, and probably do some kind of weighted abs. So the chin-ups, I think, well, I've heard from gymnasts that it's some that it's what get their biceps big, and sometimes, often, nothing else, no weight. So who are we to argue with that? The problem with this contraption is there's no bar to get my hands in. So I just add this, which is from an old chin-up bar, which makes it a little dangerous and a little more, I have to be careful, which is good, I think, because I really have to control my movement. Okay. Rather than just going hog wild. So I have to be careful and controlled, which has its advantages. Its advantages. So the peak on here is very good, I think, for just holding for a second and getting the biceps to work. There's a lot of blood going in. When you do this, and go slowly down. I had to regrip. Okay, it's too far out. Ooh, that's nice. Pulling me back in. That's good. That's good on the biceps. And the forearms with that. Just crazy. Okay, now to get to some abs. I think the number one thing you can do for your abs is a weighted crunch in a gym where you have that 2 rope piece. And you can kneel down and do, and just get the, what's that, flexion, of abs. So, but I don't have that here. And so it's hard to do weighted things. You kind of hold things with your feet. That's okay. But I saw this Juji Mufu guy who interviews people with their gyms. He interviewed this guy, power lifter from the 70s. Can't remember his name, but what he did is had sandbags filled up to do different things. And one of them, or water jugs, can't remember what he's done. One of them was this thing, which I thought was amazing, smart, so smart. I never thought of it. But if you can get some weight on between your legs, so there's sand in here. It's very easy to squeeze with your legs, and then you can kind of cross your legs. You can't see that, but I just crossing my feet at the bottom, and now it's just going to stay in there. It's not much. It's maybe 20 pounds, I guess. But it's good. If you can, same thing, you can squeeze the contraction. You can do little mini reps on the way down and up just for extra muscle control. You can even hold this in your legs and do pull-ups if you just want weighted pull-ups. Yeah. But right now I'm just focusing on the abs. So I'm in these stirrups. Just not pulling. Yeah, it's good. So I'm on like 4th rep, 5th rep. It's hard. And another great advantage of something like this is you can just drop it when you're tired and rep with no weight. Like this. So I'm pretty much cooked with that. So now a rep like this is worth 10 of what it was before. It's exhausted, right? Take advantage of it. Because these reps with no weight, they're all about the muscle. Not stressing connective tissue. Just growing your muscle. At 50 years old. Good stuff. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is the T-bar row. Is that what we're calling it? It's amazing how little I know about what people call things. I've been working out by myself in a garage or, basement for over a year. And before that, I trained a long time in China, where I just kept to myself. And I see things online and learn a lot of things, but not others. So, pretty sure it's called T-bar row. I don't have any gym friends, is what I mean. I don't talk about this stuff with people. Okay, anyway, it's gonna be a T-bar row. That's what I'm calling it. I should have just said T-bar row very confidently the first time, and it would just think I know what I was talking about. That's not who I am. Okay, let's try this T-bar row. It's 70 pounds on here. It's fairly heavy for me. And I hadn't done this in a while, so it's just on a little rubber stopper in the corner there that you put over the thing. Maybe 15, 20 bucks. It works perfect. It makes a landmine or hinge. Here we go. You hear it? The range of motion is crazy good because this stretch will pull you all the way down on these boxes. So you can see you can get some really good back training from plyometric boxes too, as well as squatting, dipping. You cannot do pull-ups on them though. That's the only drawback. It'd be perfect without that, if they could do that. Now squeeze at the peak. You can really feel it in the back of the neck somehow. Anytime you pull towards your face, you're gonna, or at least for me, my neck and chest really get involved, just flexing. I'm not sure what's going on. I don't think they're being used, are they? Me and the neck muscles, like even right here, tendons, whatever they are, man, they're screaming. I can feel my lats too. So I'm pretty cooked right now. Heart's pounding. 2 more. 1. Oh, that's very good. Just a lot of muscles firing there. The arms, the back, the neck, tendons. Whatever these are. Let's look that up. Okay, what I'm going to do now is pull-ups with the added weight I had before between my legs, but now I'll just do pull-ups instead of working the abs. And it's just adding a bit of weight another way. Maybe I don't have any business doing pull-ups, as people would say, because or weighted pull-ups, because I don't do enough regular pull-ups. And I say, it's my gym, do whatever I want. So here we go. And the same thing with this now. is when it's too heavy, you just drop the weight and continue pulling. Ooh, that's 3 or 4, I don't know. Can't quite get it. I'm gonna drop weight and keep pulling if I can. Maybe one more. Okay, that's pretty good. Set. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is curls, dumbbell curls. This is called an arm blaster, and what it does is, importantly, gets the elbow immobile, fixed, whatever you want to call it, so that the biceps are isolated. There we go. So the thing of this is getting it high enough, I've learned. Like, a lot of people consider this ridiculously high, I think, but for me, that's where it needs to be. That's just where the arms push it back, and then I'm locked here. So usually you can do a preach curl at a gym, and you can buy one even for home, but this is a lot cheaper. Okay, Apple just turned off my filming because it said exercise ring closed. I don't think we need to do that. Okay, anyway, here we go. So very fixed elbow now. Big part about this is you can't cheat getting it up, which is a disadvantage, I think, because you can get some good negative reps from bicep curls. Here we go. But it no doubt isolates the biceps. Mercilessly so. There we go. Getting pretty tired now. When you're right on the concentric on this the way up, you're done, really. The lowering or eccentric is very good. Ooh! That should really be focused on bicep training. Guess I did cheat that a little. Here we go. I guess gymnasts don't do that, but man, that does hammer the biceps. Okay, next thing I'm gonna do is inverted row. So these are these dip bars, or whatever they call them. Some fancy name. And there's this is from a pull-up bar that kind of broke, and I kept the pieces. And it's the same straight bar I use. So it's kind of my curl bar all over. Now I use it for inverted row curls, which are very good for everything. And I believe, especially the biceps again, it's a very unique and intense contraction. If you can get this bar across here so as to make a inverted row chin up kind of deal, whatever you want to call it. There you go. And we get these here and just start pulling. There's some play and some things you can do with this. One is the hips, like you can do it down here and pull, and it's more of a straight chin up. But if you lock the hips in and keep it rigid, you start pulling towards the chest, and it's a very different angle. It's probably gonna keep the hips locked because I can do pull-ups over here. Oh, that's straight gas on this biceps. That's exactly what they're designed for. Get that shoulder, or bring those arms together. That flexion. I like bring the wrist to his shoulder. For me, this fries the forearms first. It seems unavoidable, but just give you very strong grips and arms and everything. Like you can see the tendons and little muscles in there just get really strong. Absolutely going crazy supporting that.